Hello everyone, it's Thursday, February 20th, and just after noontime, probably going around 12:30. It doesn't matter. I wanted to say hello and talk to you this week about something I like to refer to as systems. I think systems versus goals. It's good to have a goal in mind, right? Most of us got on this journey because we wanted to accomplish something. We wanted to get down to a certain weight. We wanted to maybe not have so many aches and pains. We wanted to wear regular size clothing. We just wanted to make a change. And I was thinking a lot. I read an article probably about 3 months ago, maybe not quite that long, the difference between systems and goals and what we focus on. Um, I think for a lot of people, and me included, when I set a goal, I kind of in the back of my mind never felt like I was good enough unless I reached that goal. And for me, it made it a lot harder because I was not able to enjoy the journey. And I put a lot of pressure on myself because I hadn't yet reached that goal. Uh, and when I read this article about focusing on systems instead of goals, it's good to have the goal in the back of your mind because you know where you want to go. But the focus then moves to everyday systems. And when we're in the weight loss portion of the program, of the Take Shape for Life program, our systems would be the 5-in-1 plan. So having your first meal within the first half an hour of waking up, and then spacing your meals 2 to 3 hours apart until you go to bed. Your other part of the system would be to drink 100 ounces of water every day. Another part of the system would be to move, you're exercising 30 minutes a day, walking 30 minutes a day, or 10,000 steps a day if you have a pedometer, and your regular contact with your health coach for your support, and then your weekly lessons or daily lessons, depends on how motivated you are, in the Habits of Health system. So you've got the workbook and you've got your reading. Uh, that's what takes care of up here, right? So when you focus on just what you need to do in the day, implementing your daily systems, at the end of the day, you can be excited because you've been successful. And you get to just say good things to yourself a whole lot sooner by focusing on day-to-day activities, your systems, and instead of waiting until you get to your goal. And some people set little goals along the way, and that's great. But I really have found a lot more success personally with focusing on the daily systems. I get up in the morning because I'm back on the program myself, and I'm excited. I've lost 20 pounds since January 1st. And the shift that I made was that I just focus on the day. I get up in the morning and say, okay, this is what I need to do today. This is what I get to do today to get me to keep me on track and moving toward what I'm going after. So I'm just focusing on today's system. It works for me. And I know that if I am, because I have long days. My days start at 5 and they don't end till usually 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And so I have to eat more because I'm awake longer. So I know that if I have more than 5 Medifast meals a day, sometimes that, and including my lean and green meal, that throws me over 100 grams of carbohydrates a day, which will pull me out of fat burning. So I know that's part of my system. Part of my system is if my extra meal might be, a hard-boiled egg or something that has a lot of protein in it and no carbohydrates. That for me is part of my personal system. Uh, and everybody might be a little bit different, but for me, I have to really pay attention to that. Another part of my system, and I recommend that everybody incorporate it, is logging your food. I have an app on my phone. I'll pull it up so you can see what it looks like. It is called MyFitnessPal, and I don't know if you can see that, MyFitnessPal. And in a minute, it will come up, and I can log my food, and I can log my activity. So here's what the screen looks like. So I'll log my food, and it tells me how many calories I've had and how many carbohydrates and protein and all of that. But it just keeps me honest as far as what I'm putting in my mouth during the day. You can find all of the MetaFast meals on that app, so I highly recommend it. Um, and just keep it simple. So your system for the weight loss phase of the journey is you're following the 5-in-1 plan. You're drinking 100 ounces of water a day. You're walking 30 minutes a day and getting those 10,000 steps in every day. Listen, if you follow that system, you don't have to worry about what the scale's going to say when it's your time to weigh in. You can just follow the system and know that it's going to move you where you want to be. And with that, I hope you all have a great weekend and look forward to chatting with you all next week.